What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Y'all all right? How y'all doing okay? How y'all doing this Saturday? Huh? You got your wine? You ready to wind down? Listen, you guys, let's talk real quick. So y'all know I read my headlines on my Yahoo and my Google just to get a synopsis of what's going on. And I come across this article. My partner and I have agreed to raise a feminist traditionalist child. And the article is written by XO Jane and Karrine Steffans. Y'all know who Karrine Steffans is, right? Y'all know what her nickname is, right? Okay, that Karrine Steffans. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So the article goes, the way I see it, it would be sexist to think that teaching my son how to cook, clean, and serve his family is one step forward for mankind. But then think that teaching my daughter the same thing would be a step backward for womankind or womankind. I believe in taking care of my man. I believe in cooking, cleaning, and being of service in any way I can, personally and professionally. I believe in being a helpmate, not a hindrance. I believe in being an asset and not a liability. I believe in the power of traditional female roles and their place in the man's life, in the lives of children, and the structure of families. I believe that when a woman asks for equality, in interpersonal relationships, she has already resigned to the belief that she is beneath her counterpart. I believe that the genetic predisposition of women to bear children, whether we choose to or not, whether we physically can or not, will assure we are never equal to men. I believe that when a woman begins to understand how vital those traditional female roles are, not just to those who directly benefit, but also to her community and herself, she begins to feel and be empowered by them. I believed, and I always believe, that a person who serves is the one who holds the most power. I am a feminist, and if you're a feminist, you might be confused right now. I love catering to my man because I love him, and the way I show him is by nurturing. It makes me happy to have my hardworking man come home tired and beat from his day and lean on me for revival. A home cooked meal and a beer is often on hand. I dedicate full days to his wellness. I bathe him, feed him, massage him to sleep, and then titillate until he wakes. It's my goal to make sure he needs for nothing. I cater to the man I love. I couldn't imagine not doing so. I couldn't imagine feeling as if tending to his needs and wants was beneath me. And I would hate to be in a relationship with someone who made me feel as if they were too much of a man to cater to my needs or wants. This is my feminism. That being said, there is nothing I do for my man that he is against doing for me. He doesn't shy away from cooking, cleaning, and serving me, though I rarely let him do any of it because I enjoy that role so much. But I allow him to cater to me in his own way, in a way that makes both of us happy. He'll often ask me if I need anything from him, and my response usually is, just you, as I am content to have him make time to just be, to just lie in bed and do nothing at all with me or run around the city following my every whim. No matter what it is, he's game. His services to me as I he services me as I service him, and no one feels that they are giving more than they get. It is only under these circumstances that I feel comfortable catering to a man. It is that balance of give and take that has helped build our trust and sustain our relationship. Over time, now we lean on that trust and that give and take as we prepare to become parents together. Having already raised a cerebral, talented, well mannered son who is now a young adult, I can see how my traditionalism has benefited him. I raised him mostly as a single mother and was able to teach him how to make cold food at 4 years old, do his own laundry at 9, cook on a gas stove at 13, grocery shop at 15, and at 18 years old, he is highly sufficient and doesn't look to me for much around the house. I haven't washed a dish in years, and he makes his own dinner most nights since his schedule differs from ours. Along with traditional household know how, my son has also picked up most of my feminist ideals and has strong feministic views on everything from reproductive rights to equal wages and gestational feminicides in countries like India, general and specific forms of violence against women, and more. So, while a vast majority of feminists seem to poo poo stereotypical traditional choices, which negates the entire principle of feminism, I can attest to them being equally as beneficial as stereotypical feminist choices. So, as we prepare our lives for baby, my partner and I discuss the usual things like religion versus spirituality, daycare versus staying at home, and traditionalism versus feminism, because the latter is just as important in our family planning as the former. The way I see it, it would be sexist to think that teaching my son how to cook, clean, and serve his family is one step forward for mankind, but then think that teaching my daughter the same thing would be a step backward for womankind. I also taught my son to value hard work, earning and saving money, and the importance of being able to support himself and his entire future family. These principles I would also teach my daughter. I love having a man who can share recipes with me, but also knows how to chop wood. And it seems he loves having a woman who can bring home the bacon and fry it. I just never felt as if men nor women should be either or. I've always believed that we can be and do whatever we want, and the social constraints or our choices, not a set of rules. I believe that if a man does all the working and the woman does all the cooking, that's all right as long as everyone is happy. If the roles are reversed, the same concept applies. And if there are no roles and everyone just does whatever works, that's awesome too. So, my partner and I have agreed that we are preparing to raise a feminist traditionalist child, fluid in his or her contributions to society, respectful of traditional gender roles, as well as feminism, a woman's right to choose whatever or whoever she wants to be. Okay, so I think it was a well written article. Karrine Steffans, despite what um, you may or may not have heard about her, she's actually a fairly intelligent individual. I would not say that she is wholly sane, but how many of us are, you know? So yeah. But she's always shown herself to be a fairly intelligent person, and I feel like the article is well written. I really don't have any beef with the argument, with the article at all. Now, there were comments below of this article where, people feel one way or another. They feel like there should be no roles. Women shouldn't wait on men hand and foot, or vice versa, or whatever. People always got something to say. But I've said it before, I'll say it again. As long as everybody is happy, as long as everybody consents, okay, as long as everybody has a voice to consent or to um, or say, no, I don't want to, I don't prefer to, then I think everything's fine. If it works for you guys, do it. Get it done. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Be happy. Now, I will say this, being here with my grandmother and grandfather, my grandparents have been married 62 years, and my grandmother did everything, everything. The only thing she didn't do is wipe his bottom. That's it. She didn't wipe his bottom, and then she didn't shake his pecker. He took care of all of that, okay? But she trimmed his hair. She cooked. She cleaned. She didn't want for nothing. Okay? She still don't want for nothing. Okay? Not nothing. All she got to do is say, I think I might want a piece of the moon. And my grandfather would start building a ladder immediately to get a small piece of the moon for my grandmother. But at the same time, I get frustrated because me having never been married and me not having children, everything I do for myself. You know what I mean? I make all my own decisions. I'm self uh, motivated, self propelled, self sufficient. I don't need necessarily anyone else. I need somebody. Every human needs human contact, but I wash, I cook, I clean, I sew. If I gotta run some bath water, if I got to get in the tub of water, I got to run that tub of water. Well, my grandfather doesn't know how to do anything, and now that my grandmother is in this place where she literally can't do anything, as well as make a decision. She has days of clarity, but more often than not, she's in this real dementia, mid dementia stage where she is not really sure what you're talking about, and her not being able to say yes, no, we should put it over there, no, we should get the color black, or don't get that. It's you know has left him befuddled. Like, if I didn't come here, he would just be still walking around in a circle. He washed all the clothes all together, colors and whites, and he poured as much soap suds as he could in it, and as much bleach as he could in it. Half of the stuff that they got now is covered in bleach spots because he thought you just put it all in there and just start the machine. Doesn't know how to fry an egg, doesn't know how to, you know, follow directions on how to fry an egg. And, I get so frustrated sometimes because I make all the decisions and I'm like, ah, dog, you don't know nothing. What the heck? So I think it's great to love on, to nurture, and to, sort of just, smother your partner with as much love and caring and service as possible. But at the same time, what if something happened to you? Can that person take care of themselves? Can that person be self sufficient? Okay, I think it would be just as loving to show him how you make dinner, as it is to make it and have it ready. Okay, just like women show interest about men's job, men should also show interest about household stuff. Just so you know how to do it, just so you know how to take care of your wife properly, or wives know how to take care of their husbands properly. So with anything, you can be too far to the left or you can be too far to the right. It is that happy medium, okay, where things are balanced and in the proper feng shui, that things work in simpatico. Too much of anything is not good. As my mama say, enough is enough and too much stank. I don't know what it means. But I support Karrine Steffans' um, viewpoint. I support my own viewpoint, which is I don't want a man to um, come into my life and solely rely upon me to do every single solitary thing. And, he shouldn't have to come in and pay every single solitary thing. You know what I'm saying? I got my own money. We don't have to trade off goods and services like that. We can just, you know, having spent my life taking care of other people, I want a man that wants to see about me, to make sure I'm comfortable, to run my bath water, to rub my feet. He doesn't have to worry about getting his feet rubbed. That's automatic. That's gonna happen. But don't come in with this position where you feel like this is my role, this is my only role, and I need to be grateful because you pay my car note and pay the mortgage. Equal partnership. Whatever you guys are into, if it's two females, two males, whatever you guys are into, feminists, traditionalists, whatever, as long as everyone consents, agrees, and has a voice to consent, to agree or to disagree, and it works for you guys, I say do it. Because at the end of the day, life is too short to be unhappy. And if you can work through and work out with someone, why not do it? At the same time, each individual person needs to understand that there may come a day, there may come a time where you may have to do what you don't traditionally do. You may have to be who you're not traditionally, okay? You may have to be the cook, the baker, the candlestick maker, or your wife might have to go out and work a job. Everyone needs to be prepared just in case. Other than that, be happy, be free, live, love, laugh. Okay, honeybees? Please go out and read the article. It's on Yahoo. I will put a link down below. I'd love to know what you guys think about what Karrine Steffans has wrote. Um, we're only talking about this article here. I know that she's had multiple partners. I know that she's had this sort of sorted path, but what I choose to judge her on for this particular video is the article. What do you guys think about the article? I don't want the article to get lost in Karrine Steffans' past, so please stick to topic and let me know what you guys think, okay? Until next time, honeybees, I'll holla.